Anna Bloom, and today I'm bringing you my May TBR video. Because Golden Week is going to start soon, I'm planning to read quite a lot of books during my free time, so there will be a lot of books, I hope. I'll start talking about the books that I already have in my house. So the first one is Anne of Green Gables by Ellen Montgomery. I've talked about this book for a bit already, and I don't actually know all that much about the story. I know it's about this orphan named Anne, and that's about all I really know about this story. But it's a classic. It's probably the most famous classic here in Japan, and a lot of people I know have been talking about it, so I'm really excited to start reading this. I've been compared to Anne, the main character, a lot, probably just because of our hair color, and it's kind of similar, and we're both foreign to Japanese people, so that's enough to make us similar, but I'm really excited to see if our personalities are actually similar as well. Next is Sugar Soldier Volume 8 by Mayu Sakai. This series is about this girl who feels really inferior to her big sister because her sister is this successful model, and a lot of the people who try to be friends with her just want to meet her sister. So because of that, she doesn't really trust people that much. And then in this story, she slowly starts making new friends, and it's actually a romance story. She falls in love with this guy who just wants to be friends with her, etc., etc. But what I really love about this series is that the characters are really well developed and they're all really interesting. I really like the friendship between the girls. I really like the guys as well. And I picked this book up originally, this series, because the art was so really great. I mean, look at that. I really love the art in this series, and I really recommend this series a lot. It's really fun. Next up is Barakuman Volume 3 by Satsuki Yoshino. This is a story about a calligrapher who's not actually on the front cover, but he gets sent to the middle of nowhere because he's kind of a prick and he's really self-absorbed. And then he gets sent to this rural village where he meets a lot of people, especially children, who then impact him. And it's just a really funny story about how this boy tries to figure out rural life. It's really funny. The art is really different from the previous one because this is not really for girls. It's a comedic manga, so it's that kind of art. It's a really funny series. I really recommend it. Next up is a book that I've ordered, but I haven't received it yet. It's In Order to Live by Youngmi Park. This book is about a North Korean girl and how she escaped North Korea. Because you don't really know that much about North Korea except for like a few things that appear on television. So I'm really excited to read what life in North Korea is really like. I mean, I visited the North Korean border in March, and it's just so surreal that this country is so closed off of the rest of the world, and I'm really excited to learn more about it. The next book I'm hoping to get from the library. Actually, all the books that I'm going to talk about now are books I'm going to try and get from the library, so I hope they have them. This book is Alice to Penguin by Nambo Hidehisa. This book has been recommended to me by one of my elementary school students, so it's probably not that difficult. It's about Alice, who is a detective, and other than that, she has this sidekick. It's a penguin. And apparently it's really good. And my student recommended it, and I think she will be really happy if I read it, so that's why I've decided to try and find this one. Another one I'm gonna pick up from the library, and this one I know for sure they have, is Ode Monogatari. I think it's called My Love Story in English. It's just about this really big, not conventionally attractive guy who gets this girlfriend who's really adorable. And it's a really cute romantic story. I've seen the anime and I talked with Neha. I'll leave her a link to her channel in the description. She talked about this series in one of her videos, and I asked her like, is it like the anime, how is it different? And she said it was really good, so I decided to pick this up as well. I really love the anime. Like the main character, the girl, she really likes to bake, and Neha told me that there are also recipes in the manga, so I'm excited to try those out as well. I tried some recipes from another manga, Kitchen Princess, and I really enjoyed those, so I'm excited to find out if these are as good. The next one, I'm really hoping they have it. I'm so excited to read this one. It's Tomodachi Game by Yamaguchi Mikoto. Tomodachi Game has recently gotten this television series and it's so good. There are only 4 episodes, so I've already finished them over the weekend. And next up is a film that comes out in like June, so in the meantime I really want to read the original work. The Wenatchee Game is about this group of friends who get sucked into a set of games in order to clear a debt. One of these people got into debt and then signed them all up for these games, so they would all have to pay a part of their debt. So it's about the betrayal of their friends and how they start doubting each other and who was the one who signed them up and are they lying during the games. And it's a really interesting psychological thriller, so I'm super excited. The television series reminds me a lot of The Quiz, which is a movie I also really love. And it also has a bit of a similar atmosphere as Danganronpa, which I also enjoyed, so I'm really excited to read this manga. I really hope my library has it. Another series I'm really excited to try out is Koe no Katachi, or A Silent Voice. This series is about a girl who's deaf, and also about her bully. So it's about how this girl who's deaf gets bullied, as well as how this bully later finds out that he really was a bad person and he regrets that, and then he meets this girl again and how they interact. This series was originally a one-shot which I read and which was really strong, which is why I'm excited to see this in more detail. I think it's really interesting to have a main character that's deaf, and it's also like bullying in Japan is really scary. I'm a teacher, so I really want to learn what the warning signs are so I can watch it in my class as well. And this story also really demonstrates how bad it still is to be different in Japan. Like, people really don't like things that are different, and I think that's important to know about, and so I'm really excited to learn if this story is as good as the one-shot was. And the last book I'm hoping to get from the library is Suga Suga Rune Volume 7 by Moyoko Anno. Suga Suga Rune is a story about 2 witches who get sent to the human world, where they have to catch humans' hearts in order to become the queen of the magical world. And these 2 witches, they are really close friends and they help each other and support each other. And although they are competing, they still really help each other. And it's really nice to read. And I really enjoy it, so I'm excited to see how it continues. And that's it for my books that I plan to read. I'll probably end up reading a lot more than just these, but these other ones I'm really looking forward to. And I'm planning on going to the library soon so I can see if they have them. I really hope they have them all, because I really am looking forward to reading these. So please do tell me about which books you are planning to read next month. If you like this video, then please consider subscribing to my channel over here. I have another video, which was the latest I posted, which can be found over here. And I really do hope you enjoyed it. See you again.